Hello guys, and welcome back once more. So in this video I'm going to show you how to sew this beautiful notch collar shirt. This video is supposed to come with a palazzo trouser sewing, but because the previous one I cut the two of them, but it's going to be really long if I have to compile the both of them here. So I'm just going to show you how to sew the shirt. In the next video you're going to see how to sew the trouser. It's not difficult, so please do stick with me to the end of this video so that you will see exactly how I went about this sewing. Thank you so much. Let's move into the video proper, guys. So guys, in my previous video I already cut this particular shirt, so please do well to check the video out on the description box so that you see how I cut it. So for the front, I'm just going to place it like this. I'm just going to divide it. First of all, I'm going to open it up here. That is, I'm going to open the center front. So the next thing I'm going to do after that is I'm going to join the shoulders. Okay, this part is very necessary, so join the shoulders. So I'm just going to pin it down like this. So join it by half inch. Remember, we use half inch while cutting it. So after that, I'm going to open it up like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to match this up like this, making sure that the shoulder lines match each other, the neck, everything is perfectly matching each other. Then I'm going to notch this back side, that is the mid back, getting the center back. So when I do that, I'll pin this other side so that it will not obstruct what I want to do. Okay, now I'm getting the fabric that I'm going to use to cut the facing, that is the facing for the lapel, or the lapel actually. So I'm pinning this side now, as you can see. Now I'm just going to, after pinning this down, I'm going to place it perfectly like this. I'm not placing it, remember, this is not on fold, so I'm just placing it normal. I'm equally going to pin this side of the shoulder to make sure that it aligns properly, it doesn't scatter. So I'll go ahead and use my chalk and chalk it out. I'm chalking out from the point of the shoulder line, just the point where the shoulder line is, that line you stitch, the shoulder point there, that is where we are cutting from. So I'm going to cut it out like this. So I'm cutting it out like this down to that point. I'm just going to stop there. Okay, so I'm cut out the rest, and you can just move in by 3 inch or 4 inch to cut out these body parts. Okay, so that is just what I did. So this is the outcome, guys. This is how it looks. So after that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to hem this part. I'm going to sew this part in to give it a neat finishing. Okay, I'm just going to sew it in like this because I don't want it to come out rough, so let it have a neat finishing. No, we are not making use of any lining on this. So after that, I'll place it like this and I'll stitch it by half inch. Okay, so I'll stitch it together by half inch. So when I'm through with that, this is how it's going to look. Guys, please take note, the part where I marked with white chalk is the back of the fabric, so that when you see the way I'm placing it, you see the white chalk, you will know that this one is the back or the front. So the next thing I'm doing now is I'm making sure that this aligns perfectly like this, because I want to take out some inches for my lapel or for the notch. So this is it. After I finish, I'm going to align it perfectly like this, making sure that everything aligns perfectly again. Don't be in a hurry to do this, guys. Always take your time. You don't want to make any mistake. You can iron it as well. Not that you can actually iron it. Okay, I'm just making this tutorial because I don't really have light, so I'm just going ahead with what I have. So I'm measuring out 2 inch here, and I'm just going to mark it. Then I'll go ahead, fold it and notch. So that point is the point where our collar is going to start from, or is going to stop. Okay, the rest is going to fall in for the notch or the lapel. So after that, I'm going to take the circumference starting from that 2-inch point, and I'm going to take the circumference of my neck. Then I'll go ahead and get my collar. So what I have here is already, I have about 18-inch for what I got for circumference. So I added extra ½ inch to it. So what I have here is 18.5. Perfect. So I when you measure the 18.5 and then you fold it by 2, you know, you like having that is 9.5. okay, 9.25 kind of, or should I say 9.5. So when you want to make yours, just divide your 18-inch by 2, and you understand what I did right now. So on this part, I'm going to move up by the height of the collar. I'm going to move up by 3 inch. The reason I'm moving up by 3 inches because I'm going to be using ½ inch to join it. So at the end of the day, my collar height might end up being 2.5. okay, 2.5. So on this other side, I used 4 inch. That is on your foot side, I used 4 inch. So it all depends on how you want to make your collar. So I already have the ½ inch that I mapped out that I'm going to use for the other side. So this is it. Can you see how the collar looks? It's so beautiful, guys. So I'm going to chalk this like this. Now go ahead and stitch these two sides. Stitch here and stitch here. So I'm taking that by just 0.25 or 0.35 because not like I added too much seam to that part. Whatever you're doing, just make sure that what you got for the circumference is what you're using to cut your collar, and nothing that even after you finish joining the two sides, it's still going to come out the same thing you got for your circumference. So in order to join this, you understand, in order to apply the collar to the neckline, I'm going to get the midway of this collar like this. So after I get it like this, I'm going to spread out the fabric. Then I'll take this like so. You can see this front right side facing right side. So once you notice you're not seeing any marks, that is the right side. So I'm just going to pin it all the way. So you're pinning it to that particular point of the 2 inch. If you actually followed what I did and you did it well, the collar is going to stop at the 2 inch point. Exactly that point. It's not going to go more than that. It's not going to be lesser. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So I will equally pin it, but guys, take note, we are going to equally turn the front facing side. So before we finish everything here, so you see how I was able to pin this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you something else that you need to do before you sew this collar up. So you are going to turn this front facing to the back. Remember, we are going for a neat finishing here. So when you turn it like this is the point of the 2 inch, don't forget that. So I'm just going to place it like this and I'll sew ½ inch. So guys, I'm sorry for the plenty noise on the background. Okay, so when I'm through with that, I'll join this one to the collar part and this, and stitch it down to this point. So everything is meeting at the 2 inch, in other words. So this is me after I finish stitching this part like so. Can you see how it looks? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it in. So this makes for a neat finishing. Okay, this is not hard at all. Just follow what I did and you're going to get something nice. So bring this out. You can go ahead and top stitch it on top if you want. So after that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in. So just relax the facing. Remember that we call this facing up to the shoulder parts. Okay, so relax it to line itself back with the normal way we cut it. Okay, so I'm going to pin these body parts to stop so that everything will just go well. So now this is how I'm going to place this. So I'm going to line this like so. So guys, I hope this part is not confusing you guys. So once I line it like this, then I'll go ahead and I'll take my collar and I'll move it in. I'm covering it with 1/2 inch. Okay, so just cover it with 1/2 inch like this. Okay guys, on this particular collar, remember to iron a stay or paper stay, whatever stay you want to iron. I actually don't have any on me now, so I just went ahead to make the tutorial. But the fabric is a kind of thick, so whatever one, you can decide to still not iron any if you want. So you can see how I placed it. Can you see how it's looking now? So I have to fold it a little inward to just match. Whatever you're doing, just make sure that it's coming out neat. Okay, just be very careful of, make sure that the neatness is showing there. So guys, this is it. After I must have finished sewing it and everything, this is how it's going to be. Can you see? So I've not ironed this, so I've not ironed. If I iron it, everything will relax properly and come out really fine. So after I finish, this is how it looks and beautiful. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to hem the down parts. That is to hem it. That is, now go ahead and hem this by 1.5. okay, so you alone know the length of your shirt. So if you're enjoying this tutorial guys, please don't forget to like my video and comment so that other people can see this video too. And if you've not hit the subscribe button, please don't forget to do so and turn on your notification bell to always get updates from me. So this is it after I finished. So this is it after I finished hemming it. And for my sleeve, I'm just going to hem the sleeve and equally. After I finish with that, the next thing I'm going to do to attach the sleeve, I'm going to place this like so. Okay, so I'm just going to place this perfectly meeting each other like this. So I'm going to notch this edge here to get the midway. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm equally going to get the midpoint of my sleeve. So I'll go ahead and line it. Please take note, this is right side facing right side. Okay, it's right side facing right side. So in other words, when I mean right side facing right side, you already know what I mean. So you can see that we're on the back of the fabric, we're on the wrong side. So can you see? I hope you're not confused. You can see that the chalks are showing, so from there you can know where we are working with already. So this is it guys. After you're through with that, you go ahead and stitch this all this way up, and then you are just going to stitch it in, stitch it down to the sleeve like this, and you are through. So basically that is almost all for this shirt. It's not a difficult thing, but take your time so that you will not make mistakes. So the next thing, I'm going to get my buttonholes ready. I don't have the machine, so I'll have to take it to where they will get it ready for me. Then I will attach my button. So from this collar point, you come down and decide where you want your button to start from. So I took down 8 inch. I might not necessarily use the 8 inch. I can decide to go for 9 inch later or 10 inch. So depending on the part where the depth where you want it to start from. Remember, this particular shirt has a lapel. So whatever you decide from that particular point, you can now take 3 inch downwards or 2 inch downwards, depending on the spacing you want on your button. So if you want just 2 button, 3 button, it all depends on you. So guys, that is basically what we are going to do to finalize this shirt. And for those of you that have enjoyed this video, and if you are enjoying it and you're still enjoying it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, support my channel to grow, please. And please don't forget to comment. If you have any question, ask me. I want to answer your question. Yes, so this particular video is supposed to be in it's supposed to come with a palazzo trouser as well, but I realized that the sewing part of the two is a bit too long. The video is going to be too long, so I decided to split it. Okay, I decided to make just the shirt, so the next video I'm going to post the trouser. So I hope it's not a big deal. Please just stick with me and you're going to get the full complete videos. Okay, so please check the description box and you're going to see how I cut the palazzo trouser and equally this particular shirt. For those of you that have stayed with me to this level, thank you so much. I really appreciate you and hope to see you in my next video. See you in my next video on Monday. Bye.